Jim Collins's Good to Great is one of the most read business books in the world. And though it's written for large corporations, considering its ubiquity, I felt as though I should give it a read. And while it wasn't the best small business book I've ever read, it certainly offered insights that can apply to any size business, big or small. So here are 5 essential insights for small business owners from Good to Great by Jim Collins. Tip number 1, do what you're best at. This may seem obvious, but many business owners, big and small, do not adhere to this credo. Rather than putting all their energy into the opportunities that will give them the best returns, they diversify, for diversification's sake. As a business coach, I don't know how many small business owners I've encountered who are trying to sell products that have no target market overlap and no efficiencies for production. This means they're often doing twice the marketing, or worse, turning out baffling marketing campaigns and websites that fully confuse customers. Why are you selling dog and cat costumes alongside high-end hair products? True story. Find what you're very good at making, marketing, and selling, and stick with that. There's nothing wrong with diversification, so long as it naturally ties the current products or service you're selling to future products and services. If you find that some of your products are returning far better results, stop wasting your time selling things that only do okay, and focus all your energy on the work that creates the biggest returns. Tip number 2, keep moving forward. No matter how it appears in the press or on social media, successful businesses do not happen overnight. Progress takes time and consistency. You need to focus on moving your business forward in one clear direction, and then you'll start to build momentum. Collins compares this momentum building to trying to turn a giant heavy wheel. At first, you push, and your effort only moves the wheel a few inches. But you keep pushing that wheel, and it starts turning a little faster. As the momentum builds, you keep pushing, and the wheel accelerates until eventually the wheel's weight and momentum start to drive it forward faster and faster. This flywheel concept is a great way to think about your business. That pushing and pushing to gain a few inches may last for months or even years, but if you stay headed in the same direction, you'll start to see your business gain momentum incrementally, and with patience and determination, you'll get that wheel whipping around and your business will start rolling. Tip number 3, focus on your who. Building the right team around you comes with immense benefits. The right team are people who are committed to the success of your business and prioritize finding the right solution over promoting their own ideas. They're inspired by innovation, but are willing to stay focused on the business's core goals. These are the people that will make your business and your life better. With the right people, you'll spend more time coaching and less time managing. Admittedly, these people will likely cost you more, but those costs will be outweighed by the benefits that these great employees bring. Now, of course, building a team like this isn't easy. It may take some trial and error, but Collins recommends keeping 2 rules in mind. If someone doesn't seem like the right fit, don't hire them. If they don't have the right mindset and the right core values, you should move on. And if you do hire someone who isn't working well with the rest of the team, let them go. You will save yourself, your team, and that employee a lot of stress and unhappiness. Tip number 4, be willing to face brutal facts. Often in business, there are difficult realities we have to face. Maybe the product you love isn't selling very well because trends have changed. Maybe the marketing strategy you've been using for years just isn't creating results anymore. Or it could be that you haven't looked at your financials for months because you're scared of what you'll see. Whatever you've been avoiding, it's time to embrace the brutal facts. You cannot make good decisions for your business if you aren't facing reality. And yes, facing reality may create some pain and will probably create more work. But isn't that better in the long run than seeing your business fail? Tip number 5, listen to your employees. Your employees are on the front lines. They engage with customers, work with vendors, and they are able to see what works and what doesn't. And if you've hired well, they're also creative, thoughtful people who want what's best for the company. Your employees are immensely valuable, especially as a resource as you're building your business strategy. So give them a voice. Listen even when, or especially when, they have criticisms or bad news. Hiding your head in the sand when things aren't working is a sure path to business failure. To create an environment where employees are heard, Collins recommends 3 steps. First, in meetings and conversations, you should lead with questions and give your employees a chance to share their thoughts. Second, encourage dialogue and debate and never fall back on the mantra, I'm the boss and I know best. If you can't make the case for your idea or strategy, odds are it isn't the best option. And third, when things go wrong, review what happened without blame. If an employee is working with good intentions, when something doesn't work, it's a learning opportunity for everyone rather than a time for discipline or criticism. My small business book review for Good to Great. When I started Good to Great by Jim Collins, I was a little skeptical because all of the case studies were for publicly traded companies. I was worried that the advice would have really nothing to do with small businesses. However, while some extrapolation was certainly necessary, I found that many of the principles that Collins shared were universal across business types. Overall, this book is a pretty easy read with a lot of wisdom backed up by actual research, which I appreciate. Unfortunately, there is little directly applicable advice, but if you're looking for some overarching business lessons and strategies, this is a good book. I give Good to Great a 3.5 out of 5 stars for small business owners.
Hey, small business owners, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you'd like to join the discussion, visit us at Climb the Small Business Book Club. The link is in the description, and we'd love to meet you.